Do you know the Kybalion? The Kybalion is a text that outlines the 7 fundamental principles, or the 7 universal laws. These laws can be categorized into 2 main types: immutable and mutable. Immutable laws are unchanging and absolute, existing eternally and beyond alteration. The first 3 laws, namely the laws of mentalism, correspondence, and vibration, fall into this category. They are the fundamental principles governing the universe and cannot be altered. However, we can learn to work with these laws to navigate our existence more effectively. In contrast, mutable laws are adaptable and can be transcended. The last 4 laws, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender, are examples of mutable laws. We have the capacity to use these laws to shape and create better realities for ourselves. Today, our focus is on the first of these laws, the Law of Mentalism. The Law of Mentalism asserts, the entire known universe originates from thought and cannot exist without it. The physical realm, the world we see and experience, is rooted in the mental realm. Everything we encounter is a manifestation of our thoughts. This law conceives the universe as a mental construct, emphasizing that it is a projection of our collective thoughts. Each individual's mind is interconnected with the universal mind, implying that our thoughts and actions collectively contribute to shaping distinct realities. Positive thinking is a practical way to apply the law of mentalism in our lives. By nurturing positive thoughts, we attract positive outcomes and experiences. Conversely, harboring negative beliefs can lead to the realization of undesirable circumstances. This connection between thought and reality aligns with the concept of the law of attraction, often considered a sub-law of the law of mentalism. This brings to mind the parable of the 2 wolves, a story that illustrates the internal struggle within every person. It posits that each individual harbors 2 wolves, one good and one evil, that engage in a daily battle. When asked which wolf emerges victorious, the answer is the one you feed. The law of mentalism underscores how our mental processes influence our daily experiences. Here are several practical ways to apply this law in your daily life. Clarify your vision. To manifest your desires, it's essential to have a clear vision of what you want. Without a clear understanding of your goals, it becomes challenging to focus your thoughts and intentions. Ensure that your vision is genuinely yours, not influenced by external expectations or societal pressures. In essence, the law of mentalism reminds us that our thoughts hold the power to shape our reality, and by cultivating positive and purposeful thinking, we can manifest the life we desire. Basing our life's direction solely on the desires of others, even if their intentions are well-meaning, often leads to frustration and disappointment. Even in the event of achieving these external goals, a lingering sense of dissatisfaction persists because they were never truly our own to begin with. Cultivate mindfulness of your thoughts. It's surprising how frequently our thoughts tend to gravitate towards negativity. Many of us carry self-limiting beliefs rooted in fear, worry, or anxiety. Being aware of your thoughts empowers you to catch yourself in the moment, preventing you from becoming entangled in pessimistic thinking. However, it's essential to pause here and caution against what's known as toxic positivity. Toxic positivity pressures individuals to display only positive emotions, suppressing any negative feelings, reactions, or experiences. This approach invalidates the depth of the human experience and can lead to emotional trauma, social isolation, and unhealthy coping mechanisms. Emotions, sooner or later, will find a way to surface, whether as an unexpected outburst at an inappropriate moment or as physical illness. Therefore, it's advisable that if you've already generated negative emotions, you work on processing them. This can involve practices like shadow work, working with your inner shadows, emotional freedom techniques, EFT, or other constructive methods that neither harm yourself nor others. Ideally, it's best not to generate these negative emotions at all, but achieving this requires a shift in your paradigm, a state where external events and experiences no longer profoundly affect you. However, if these external factors do impact you, it's essential to process the emotions they generate and gradually change your mindset associated with those experiences. Develop the skill to transform your thought patterns. Recognizing the quality of your thoughts is one aspect, but taking action is another. Reframing your thoughts is a critical skill. Actively redirecting your focus away from obstacles and towards opportunities. This aligns with the ability to find a silver lining even in challenging circumstances. While you may not have control over external events, you do have control over how you choose to respond to them. Resist societal pressures. In today's world, numerous external influences shape our thoughts, from societal standards of beauty to perceived necessities. Don't simply conform to these social constructs. Instead, question whether you genuinely believe in them. This mindset allows you to maintain authenticity and prevents you from adopting beliefs simply because they are widely accepted. We exist within the collective consciousness, much like a drop of water in the boundless ocean of the universal mind. Nothing exists in isolation from the One, as the One is the source of substance, the underlying essence that supports all living things and defines their essential reality. In the ancient words of the Rig Veda, it is said, "In the beginning, there was neither existence nor non-existence. All this world was unmanifest energy. The One breathed without breath, by its own power. Nothing else was there." This hymn of creation reminds us that everything is fundamentally rooted in the realm of the mind. The universe itself is a product of mental creation, as are we. Our existence begins with a mental conception before it manifests physically. This notion is echoed in the biblical passage. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Genesis 1:27. Here, the term image isn't meant to imply that God resembles a human being, but rather signifies the act of imagination. God imagined and created man from the universal mind. As creations ourselves, we inherit this divine ability to create, making us the most superior beings on earth. We harness this gift of creation in 3 distinct ways. First, we create from something out of something, like turning an apple into apple juice or crafting a table from a tree. Second, through our reproductive organs, we engage in the miraculous process of generating life. Third, we possess the capacity to create something from nothing, originating from the depths of our own minds. The One represents the universal mind. Yet, the universal mind is but a facet of the One. A similar principle applies to what we refer to as spirit or soul. In the words of Surah 6:98, "And it is God who produced you from one soul and gave you a place of dwelling and of storage." Here, the physical body serves as the vessel for the soul or spirit. The wellspring of all creation is the spirit or one soul, and the process of creation is set in motion by the universal mind. The end result of this grand cosmic process is the physical universe. Nevertheless, the One stands above all these aspects, orchestrating them for the benefit of humankind.